Well, there are a lot of folks who are going to hit the road or hop on a plane, get out of town for a long weekend. The July 4th weekend is upon us. Travel expert Cathi Banks joins us right now. Cathi, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. From what we understand, the July 4th holiday travel is down just a bit this year from last year. Is that right?
Well, just very slightly, 0.8%, which is, if you were in a room with 0.8% fewer people, you wouldn't even notice.
Except for that, there'd be that 92% of a person standing in the corner.
Well,
Cathi, where are the popular destinations for this kind of short weekend?
it kind of depends on what part of the world you're starting in. If you're taking a driving trip particularly. Now, as far as like your basic resort destinations, of course, you know, all your Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, things like that are always perennial favorites. But as far as the driving trip, it's going to vary a whole lot based on where you're starting. Family is a big popular thing to do at this time of the year as well.
Well, Cathi, I got to tell you, here in the first state, I suspect that probably a third to a half of the population seems to head over to Rehoboth Beach or to Dewey and get down to the ocean to enjoy a little bit of an ocean breeze. Are there folks who decide they're going to get away from the heat during the July 4th weekend and decide to head to the mountains?
Absolutely. If there are mountains that are accessible to where you are, within, you know, usually 3, 4, maybe 5-hour drive is kind of the outer limit of what people are going to do for a short weekend. But yes, getting out of the heat is very popular during this time of year.
1 or 2 tips for those folks who are going to fly somewhere, if you could. What is it we should know?
The one thing that I always tell people is that nobody ever ruin their trip by arriving at the airport too early.
Yeah.
You don't know, especially on a popular weekend like this, you don't know what kind of security lines you're going to be encountering. You just don't know. So arrive at the airport early. That's going to be your biggest ticket to happiness on your trip. And then also just take a large amount of patience. Again, you are dealing with security lines. You're dealing with a very popular travel weekend. This is the most popular summer travel weekend of all the travel weekends in the summer. Memorial Day, Labor Day, some people are in school, but everybody's out for 4th of July, so everyone's hitting the road.
Hey, Cathi, one final question about airline procedure, because you may have this body of information and may not, and don't worry about it if you don't. What are we allowed to take onto a plane now? Can I take my nail clippers on, and can I take 7 ounces worth of shampoo on with me?
You cannot take 7 ounces. You can, a great resource is at TSA.gov, and you just click on travel information, and it gives you the most up-to-date information. As far as the nail clippers, yes, I think nail clippers are fine. You can only take up to 3 ounces of each liquid, and all your liquids still have to be in that Ziploc bag. So no 7 ounces of shampoo. But for the weekend, you don't need that much.
So in other words, I can wash and rinse, but not repeat. I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
Cathi Banks, travel expert, thanks so much for being with us. I appreciate your time this morning.
Oh, sure. Thank you.